Good afternoon, everybody. This is video 7 of an ongoing series where we are looking at all of the different concepts from the ultimate ChatGPT guide for real estate agents. Now, this is an ebook that we wrote over here at Workflow Secrets. The reason we didn't publish it like our best workflow secrets is because AI and ChatGPT and just the entire industry is moving so fast. I wanted to make sure that you guys didn't get left in the dust as soon as you got your copy in the mail. So it is an online copy. Now, if you are interested in purchasing your own copy, you can go ahead and visit workflowsecrets.info/WFS GPT guide. I'll throw the link in the description and you can pick up your own copy. Or if you're a busy person, if you don't like to read, or if you just want to watch this lovely gentleman on your screen, you're in the right spot because I'm going to be going piece by piece and diving through all of the different pieces. Now, today in this video, I'm going to be looking at 3 different types of prompts that you should be adding into your ChatGPT understanding. It's looping prompts, repeating prompts, and multiple step prompts. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it. I'm going to pull up a document that I have that's going to kind of help keep pace. And I've got ChatGPT over here on the other side. So some big prompt concepts that I want to share with you guys that we talk about in the Ultimate Guide. The very first one is building prompts off that previous prompt, right? So what does that mean? Well, when you are working inside of ChatGPT, you might find yourself writing something like this: write a short property description. Well, that's not a bad place to start, especially if we don't know where to start, but it's really not that great of a prompt. And what you're going to find is ChatGPT is going to start putting out information that is not accurate because it's just gathering what it knows and it's creating what it doesn't know, right? So you might find something like this: a charming 3-bed bungalow located in quite a residential neighborhood. And it's going to talk about how great it is, close to the park. And the error here, and you're going to see this in a lot of people, maybe they've adapted, but man, when I was researching on YouTube for the last several months, it's just been one of those things that people are being fed bad information because they assume that it already knew, but it really doesn't. And so they get these property descriptions, and maybe it's not a 3-bedroom bungalow, but the prompt says it is. Now, this is where you as the real estate agent are the expert. This is why I believe ChatGPT is not going to put us out of business. We don't need to worry about it. We don't really need to be scared because it's going to take experts like us applying discernment, my favorite word, to ensure that we don't have any issues on that. But what it does bring an opportunity for us to do is something really cool. So if we were to type that in, now obviously it's going to pop this out. What the issue here, though, from that is it wasn't accurate. And so we need to inform ChatGPT a little bit better on our prompt. And so instead of just rewriting the prompt, sometimes we can actually stack on top of that prompt because maybe we liked the actual description, but again, it wasn't accurate. So let's make it accurate, right? So the new prompt might be build off the previous prompt and generate a property listing that includes beds, bathrooms, and square footage. Now, at this point, we have bracketed these things because what we can do in ChatGPT is we can define all of those different things, right? So if you look over on the right-hand side, very bottom, I'm copying that prompt over, and this is what you can do. You can say bathrooms, bedrooms, and square footage, right? And from there, all you have to do is define those things. Now, there is a secondary thing that you can do, and I'll show you that in just a second. But let's say that this has 2 bedrooms. We want to make sure the previous prompt wasn't actually pulling off anything. 3-bath, a 2-bed, 3-bath. That sounds pretty nice. And it is 2,100 square feet. And so now that we've defined these, what ChatGPT can do is it can grab that information and it's plugging it back into that bracketed piece. Those are merge fields, is what a lot of people call them. Mark's CRM company, RealVolve, they use merge fields all the time. I would wager that maybe your CRM does too. But basically, it's a fill in the blank for data, right? Now that we've defined that data, ChatGPT can do some really cool stuff. Now, I will make the note that if you do have access to ChatGPT 4 through ChatGPT Plus, and we talked about the differences in the free versus ChatGPT Plus, which is a paid subscription each month, and it gives you access to ChatGPT 4, you have access to browsing. Now, what browsing allows you to do is plug in a URL. So you could go to your property listing site or maybe your MLS. You could grab that URL that has all of that detail and you can include that URL, and then ChatGPT can scrape that website and grab out the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, and the square footage, as well as maybe some of the details that they used, and it can incorporate it into the response. So that's a really cool thing that you can do if you have access to ChatGPT Plus. But if not, you can just plug it in like this, defining the parameters at the bottom and using those merge fields to stack off that previous prompt. It's going to help you out. Now, when we did this as the example in the guide, I think we did something pretty similar, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Oh, I switched that. I am dyslexic, so that doesn't surprise me. It basically popped it out. So that's a really cool way that you can stack on prompts. And truthfully, that is a good thing that you should learn how to do, is just take a stab at it, right? And then start to refine and define what specifically you're looking to do. ChatGPT is going to help you out the entire way. Now, the next thing I want to look at is what are called looping prompts. Now, a looping prompt is essentially when you are asking ChatGPT to do a specific series of steps, and then at the very end, you say, once you've finished all those steps, go ahead and just jump all the way back to a certain step in the chain. So how this would be written, the prompt example that we have is your purpose is to create a highly effective prompt for my needs. Number 1, you will ask me for my prompt to analyze and wait for my response. Once I've provided the prompt, number 2, you will rewrite it in order to make it clear and concise, then ask relevant questions that would improve the prompt. So at this point, all we've done is said, hey, I need help building out a good prompt. I'm going to ask you to ask me what I'm looking to do, what result am I looking to have? And then from there, you're going to take a stab at writing, a prompt out, and then ask me questions to make sure that that's right. Based on the answers, it's number 3, based on the answers I provide, rewrite the prompt and make suggestions that would make the prompt better. So now ChatGPT is taking all of that, it's rewriting it, and then it's going to make suggestions on how it could be better. So not only is it helping you build great prompts, not only is it helping ask questions to ensure that the prompt being created is as highly tuned as possible, but it's going to give you feedback. So I know for me, I love to learn, especially about AI and ChatGPT, because is what I do as a side project to help you guys out, and truthfully to help me out in my own business. And if I can use things like this to learn a little bit more, I'm going to get better at using it. And we have only really been playing with ChatGPT for about 7 months. So imagine if we spend maybe 2 or 3 years learning how to be really great at this, what it is going to accomplish for us in the long run. And I'm a martial artist, and so I truly believe that those small incremental objective learning steps are how you achieve really big things. And that's kind of like the philosophy that is starting at a white belt and one day becoming a black belt in martial arts carries throughout my life. And this prompt is a great example of how to train yourself to be learning a little bit more while you're doing it. Now, here's where the looping principle comes in. Number 4, repeat steps 2 and 3 until I have determined the prompt is complete. So once we've done that, it's going to give you a best answer. Then it's going to start all the way back at step 2, once I provide the prompt, rewrite it in order to make it clear and concise. So it's going to continue to adjust it, make it as clear and concise as possible. It's going to be asking you questions along the way to ensure that it's looking for the right things. And then based on what it does, it's going to give you a suggestion on how it could be even better. So again, you're just going to continue to learn and learn and learn. So I think this is a really cool prompt concept because it's kind of a sandbox. You get to learn how to make better prompts. You get to have better prompts that you can throw into a prompt library. And at the end of the day, we all get better for it. Now, the third one that I want to talk about today, and this is the final one that we're going to look at in this video, is the multi-step prompt processing. Now, this concept involves breaking down a complex prompt into multiple smaller steps to make it easier for ChatGPT to process. Now, I personally use this style of prompt creation pretty well every day. And it's because I think that the smaller, the more focused and refined your prompt is, the better ChatGPT can consume, absorb, and use that information. Now, I've talked about this in several other videos, but this is kind of the primary use of the multi-step prompt processing. And so how does that work out? Well, it could look something like this. So an introduction would be write an introduction to the topic of sustainable housing. All right, we've started. It's a stab. It's generally what we are looking to do. What are we trying to do? Just here it is. All right. This is similar to like what you might do in a search engine query or search, search engine search. Now, after that, it's going to give you a response, and you can take that response and start to refine it. So you've realized, you know what, I'm looking for some benefits. So list 3 benefits of the sustainability housing. Now it's going to start giving you responses with a bullet point or a numerically bulleted list. And then we're going to look for challenges. List 2 challenges to implementing sustainability housing practices. So now we have the introduction with the topic. We've got some numerical bullet points. We've got some challenges. We're slowly building out a document that is going to address sustainable housing. And we're doing it just one piece at a time, right? And then the conclusion, right? A conclusion summarizing the importance of the sustainable housing. Now, the reason you kind of throw the conclusion at the end is because it's a conclusion, but now ChatGPT has all of the information that it's provided you previously to pull off of. So it can do some really cool stuff. Now, I think that this is, a really cool concept. And truthfully, you don't have to structure it exactly like this. Perhaps while we're working in ChatGPT, you start off with this, write a guide on the topic of sustainable housing, and it's going to take a stab at writing a guide. After that, you could say, okay, I like this piece, and this piece, or maybe rewrite this piece and this piece, and then it's going to rewrite it. And you can continue to work with and refine prompt by prompt, question by question, statement by statement, so that ChatGPT can start to kind of create and define. Now, once you have something that, generally speaking, you like, you take it, you put it into your CRM, into a Google or a Word document, and you start to tweak it and apply your own expertise, apply discernment, and it's how you build things. Now, from there, go ahead, review it, make sure that it's a good piece of content, and then play it, throw it into your business and watch it work for you. But that is truthfully the 3 things that I wanted to share with you guys from the Ultimate ChatGPT Guide for Real Estate Agents. 3 different really cool concepts and types of prompts that you can use in your business that I think that I use every day. And, the concept of the looping prompt is something that I'm actually going to start to try to play with a little bit more to see if I can't start refining some different stuff. The Systems Accelerator Manager, SAM, the software that we're building right now, does involve some looping prompts to help create better outputs for you, kind of on the back end, if that makes sense. But man, this has been a really fun video for you guys, or for me, to share with you guys. If you're interested in picking up your own copy of the Ultimate ChatGPT Guide, you can go ahead, pick that up. The link is going to be in the description. It's workflowsecrets.info/WFS GPT Guide. It's $39. It's currently the best way you can help support us, but if not, no big deal. Continue to follow along on these videos and learn something with me. Let me know in the comments, what kind of prompts are you using, and feel free and share this video with your friends, and I will see you very soon.